Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I've had a bit of trouble this morning technically. Now, there was a new patch that was just released, 1.17.1 released this morning as of when I'm recording this. I don't necessarily think this patch is the problem. It's not necessarily related to Crusader Kings, but I do want to say that that is a thing that happened and it might be a contributing factor. The issue that I've been having hopefully will not repeat over this episode, or hopefully any others, but it's to do with the interaction of OBS Stream Deck Crusader Kings and the Windows pop-up that it does when you're doing something that requires, like, administrator approval. The full screen block it does makes Crusader Kings stop rendering on my system for right now anyway. Maybe after I restart my computer that'll fix itself. Fingers crossed. Regardless, that's kind of irrelevant to you guys. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I guess it's just because I'm a little bit frustrated. I just spent like half an hour trying to deal with that. But things seem to be working, so we're ready to go. And hopefully we don't have any further issues. So at this point, we're just waiting for this war to end, right? And I took a look here and saw that we have the heir captured here. Now, that's all well and good. That heir will likely be released when we end this war. But what we can do is we can ransom this guy for 100 gold. He is irrelevant to this war. So we are absolutely doing that, and we're getting 100 additional gold. That'll be fantastic to have. So that's done, and then we need to make a big decision here. And that decision is, do we invest in getting more money, or do we invest in getting more troops? That's certainly a very big decision. But I kind of want to come down and attack this guy. But I also don't. Like, the reason why I want to attack him is because we're in a war of tyranny against him, which is technically something we started, right? So we're going to be truced to him. Okay, that changes how I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this as a war that he started. He made the demand, though, and we chose to disobey the demand and go to war. So this is technically our war. Noted. We could head up here and grab this. There is loot available here. I'm going to do this. Now, he might try to come and siege this back. He should. He should want to do this. But he's not currently making any movement. Now he is, now that we arrived. Okay, our liege has war declared on him. That's fine. So we've got 6 months here. He's going to go here, but he doesn't have siege weapons. How quickly will he get this done? 13 months. We've got plenty of time to do this. So we can grab this, get this loot done, and end the war. We're going to be truce to him. He's not going to be truce to us. So we need to not lose troops as much as possible. But I want to grab this extra loot up over here before we end this war. Okay, so that looks good. And we'll be done with that in 50 days. Yeah, ticking war score will get us to 100, but I want the loot. So we're going to get that sweet, sweet loot. Well-provisioned armies is nice, but to be honest, we're just going to say no. We don't actually care. So this is fine for now. That's now done, and the war is over. So we're going to enforce our demands. He's going to be deposed. So we would be truce to him. Are we going to be truce to his heir? I don't know. I want to walk down here, and I want to fight him here. We will be the defender here, in theory. We've got 5 months to get there. So we'll be the defender here. We should easily win this battle. He does not want to fight that battle. Fair enough. So we're not going to catch him here. He gives up on the siege, but he took a big attrition tick there. Okay, I'm going to enforce this demand. So, we now have a new liege. Are we truced to that liege? Our armies are raised, obviously. So we can put down our army, and then we can immediately declare on this guy, pressing our claim, which is this down over here. This is our only claim right now. But this seems pretty viable. His army is right here, and it is weak. He does not have any allies. And I think we absolutely do this. So I'm going to immediately redeclare this war. And then we're going to bump up our pakes here. These guys are heavily buffed. And we're just going to bring them up to 7 of 8. Now, they're going to take time to regenerate. That's understood. We're going to re-raise our army here. And we'd love to fight him. This is maybe not a good spot to fight him. We could walk up here and re-siege this location. He's embarking. Possibly going to try to siege us here. Okay. I'm just thinking about plan here. So we're currently sieging here. We've got 2 months on that. Yeah, I've got a plan here. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. They're a hostile army. Wait, he's going down this way? That significantly changes the plan. So currently, this hostile army is sieging the capital, right? And that's a significant deal. We're going to need to walk down over here, or we could embark. That would cost us 13 gold. I would rather walk around, I think. These are quite a lot of casualties. I think we take the 13 gold hit. Now, he's going to be here. And we don't necessarily want to directly disembark into his territory. I think we disembark over here. Now, he's walking away from this. We are recently disembarked. I would rather not fight him here, but he's trapped between us and this force. He has to take one of these fights or embark, and he's going to choose to embark. Okay, so we're at 40% on this claim. This siege right here got us 40%. We have a breach immediately, 3 months and 3 months. So that's fine. Military engineer. Siege phase time minus 10%. I'm going to take that stress. Sounds good. Okay. Now, we had a mental break, and that's absolutely understood. Do we want to become profligate, or do we want to become a drunkard, or do we want to just gain 50 stress? We're just going to gain 50 stress. For now, that will be fine. So we see these guys sieging up over here. That's very rude. But I'm hoping that when we get this completed, I'm hoping that that will be complete. This guy walking up to here could be potentially problematic, but 81%. Okay, let's see if we can make our way to here and beat them in getting this siege. They're actually sieging Calicut. That's okay. We can no longer increase control in this county, of course, and that is because they're sieging there. Okay, so we're going to get this completed. Now, they're going to be done with this siege in 5 months. We are going to be done with this siege in 4. And it may be a little faster with siege events. They already have a breach. We already have a breach as well. Okay. I'd love to end this war, go up and fight these. That would be the ideal scenario. 2 months left, it's going to be close. We're going to have about 20 days to get there. Okay, Paduma just died. We have a new realm priest. So we need to begin working on swaying her. Okay, so we're going to finish up this siege here. That's done. This war is now over, which means this territory is ours. We're going to enforce these demands, and this is now ours. So I want to immediately start work on... We're going to need to boost control down here in Colum. So we'll get that going, and we now need to... Oh, I should have ran some prisoners first. Oh, well. We're going to come up over here and see if we can... Oh, they're running away. Perfect. We're still going to catch them here, too. Beautiful. Okay, yes, we accept that. That's fine. So we won that battle. They're getting out of here. We don't want them sieging our territory. But now we can disband this army as soon as these guys are far enough away. Which we're interested in doing. Okay, now we can disband our army and go home. These guys are going to come down over here. And I'm not sure. Are they going to go up this way? Or are they going to try to siege Colum? We'll find out. Apparently, they're interested in sieging Colum. Really? If that's what they want to do, we'll come kill them here, too. This is very rude of them, of course. Okay, so up we go. We're going to catch them right here. And the idea behind this is we're building up prestige. So that'll be fine. We have a new martial lifestyle perk that we can take. None of these are particularly relevant. Natural dread and control growth, though, that's pretty good. We'll take that. Okay, so we didn't stack wipe that force, and we're getting small amounts of prestige out of this. Not super significant. So that's noted. Surely they'll stop bothering us after that. Right? They're retreating back over here. I'm going to let them go. So we're going to disband this army, and that is fine. So now we have 20 gold, and we're making 3.1 gold per month. We're in a much better place power-wise, but there's still a lot that we can do here. What we really need more than anything right now is, well, additional land from this, but more importantly, we need money. Which is why I'm kind of sad that we didn't ransom people off up here. I think we could have ransomed while still being at 100% war score. I was so eager to get out of that war that I didn't do that. And I wanted to get these guys taken care of very quickly because I didn't want them to finish their siege on Calicut. Which is a mistake, clearly. I should have done that. But alas, here we are. So at this point, we can create an accolade. Is this actually someone? Oh yes, we can create an accolade here. So this guy's got Besieger. We could also select Stalwart, which would be okay. I think I'd prefer the Army Toughness. And then we've got Tactician here, which is Men-at-Arms Counter Efficiency. We could also have this be Besieger. I'm going to go with Stalwart and Besieger. Okay, there we go. And we don't have a successor eligible here, and I don't want to spend the prestige on it, I don't think. Not right now, anyway. We can claim our liege's title. That'll cost us 1,500 prestige. So for the moment, that is definitely not within our grasp, right? I do want to start working on another claim, but I also really want to get our gold flow coming in much, much faster. Now, we are going to be getting some amount of control growth here, 0.63 and 1.01 over here. So we are going to be starting to see some additional power from these two locations. Now, checking in here, we've got a couple of empty building slots, and yeah, we definitely need to do some work here. There's even a new special university building that we could build here, and ultimately we'll want to do this, but this is not something we want to build right now. We will get there, but this would be a good thing to build eventually. So that looks good, and we're in a decent spot at this point. Now, our county corruption is down here at this moment. But I think for now, we'll just continue to focus in Calicut. We'll get that brought up. And we're at 63 at this moment. So we need to decide, is this ultimately going to be an economic duchy, or is this ultimately going to be a military duchy? And we had already determined that, I think it was this duchy, we're super interested in having for a military duchy. So Bana would be a great military duchy. 1, 2, 3 down here. 1, 2, 3, not fantastic. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent duchy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think this being our economic duchy and this being our military duchy would be what we're going to target. So that means that we need to work on getting economic buildings in here. And that will get us ultimately additional military as well. But for right now, that means wind furnaces. That means things like hospices, potentially. Trade ports, for sure. And we're just going to have to start getting those in. So that'll be fine. We need to get, for economic buildings, it's going to be relatively expensive. That said, forestries are cheap. We should probably build a forestry in each of these. So that'll get us 0.35 gold per month, and they're very cheap to build, but we only have so many building slots at this time. If we go into our culture here, and we start looking at things like windmills, we can see that gives us additional building slots, but it also gives us, well, an additional building to put in those building slots. Some of them, anyway. So that's fine. We're currently making about 5 gold per month, which is a significant improvement, but we want to get that number up to at least 10 to 20. How are we doing on this? Oh, we've swayed her very significantly. She is fully endorsing us, so that is perfect. That's where a lot of that gold came from. So we need to get ourselves another 70 gold here. Ah, okay. Our wife died of old age at 64. I guess we're also 63, so fair enough. We should probably think about getting married here, and I wanted to check. How is our son doing in terms of having a child? Okay, he does have a son, so that's something anyway. So I'm interested in potentially alliances, but also it kind of doesn't matter who we end up marrying. So I think at this point, no alliance is fine here. That we just want to have we just want to have a wife for the stats. I didn't check her stats. Oh, 15 stewardship. I should have checked her stats, but I did not. So 15 stewardship is decent, and that will be fine for now. Really? You're trying this again? No. I can't believe he's decided to try this again. It went so well last time. And he's even weaker now, and we're even stronger. We're going to raise up right next to him here. He's incredibly weak. He is trying to walk into us, but yeah, he doesn't want that. So this guy joined him as an ally, but I don't care. He's only got 500 troops. Like, I don't know why you're trying this, buddy. This is not going to work. Okay, so we defeated that unit, and we're just going to get this siege completed. That'll be nice and quick. Unfortunately, we didn't get a breach there. Starvation. And we do see him trying to group up out over here, but he's in a really bad space at this moment. So we have a breach here now. And we've got maximum of 4 months here. It's going to take him some time to get grouped up over here anyway. He's coming towards Colum, which is fine by me. So that seems fine. And we've got about 30 days left on the siege. He can't get here in time, let alone beat our army. I don't know why he even tried to revoke this. Okay, so we now control his capital, and we took some prisoners there. So let's take a look here. None of our prisoners are giving us war score. So we can just return any of these. But does he not have gold? He's got 32 gold. Okay. Again, I don't know what you think you're going to achieve here. This is not going to go well for you. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's running away. And he just wants to fight out here in the jungle. This is fine. We outnumber him to such a huge degree that this doesn't matter. I don't know why he thinks that he can get away with this, because he really, really can't. So the war is over at this point, and let's see here. Yeah, nothing that we can do here. So let's go ahead and enforce these demands. There we go. And now we have another new liege. We can disband our troops here, and if we were hypothetically to declare this, that would be an independence war. Okay. Well, that's fine for now. For the moment, I just want to be making money. That's all I want. But we'll see if this guy also tries to retract our title, because that's not going to go well. He invited us to join his council, so that's neat. Now, to be clear, we're going to be going after this, but getting gold at this point is a larger priority. So that is absolutely something we're going to be interested in doing. Yeah, that's at university, right. So I want to come in here, and I want to build this forestry. Unfortunately, that war cost us some money. And we don't have any prisoners we can ransom at this moment. So that is sad. So Martial Perk, and we might want to consider exiting Martial Perk at this moment. We can take strict organization here. No, I don't want to pay money. Okay, so I want to move over to wealth focus at this moment. We need money. So we're going to do that. We've got basically what we need militarily at this moment, and that looks good. Now, we could die at any moment, but we are in good health for now. So it might be a little while. Our liege was captured as a prisoner of war. Okay. That's cool, I guess. And we've got enough money now to put in our forestry here. Or we will next month, actually. It's 75. I thought it was 70, but there we go. Cool. Okay, so with that going in, we are, of course, going to need to increase control levels further, but we're definitely making progress on this. So these are going to be economic duchies, and we're going to be carried through this early game by our men-at-arms. We're going to need to create more men-at-arms regiments, and we will get there. But for now, we want to get more money flowing in. So our logging camps have been constructed here. Now, we don't get the full amount of this. We've only got 32 control. So we're only getting about a third of the benefit from that right now. But that's going to be increasing significantly. This is now 1.11 control growth up here, and that's looking very, very solid. Mental break, huh? We'll become irritable. That's fine. So at this point, we can lash out and reduce some stress. There we go. Perfect. And Calicut is going to be fully under our control shortly. Colum, of course, is going to take a little while, but that's fine for now. So with Calicut having its logging camps being done in 6 months, we need to decide what our next building is going to be. And it's going to be the trade port. 100% it's going to be the trade port. So that'll be fine. We'll get that going soon enough. War was declared on our liege. No shockers there. Wait. Oh, this is the Chola Kingdom. Okay. Yeah, no shockers there. We don't care about it. That's irrelevant to us. Offer ward. Our liege is offering... What? Oh, okay. It's this person. For a second, I was like, are you offering us a 47-year-old as a ward? No, he's offering us this person. This is House Chera. Are you of House Chera? You are of House Chera. Okay. And you are of House Chola. They're similar names, but it's different. Okay, I don't actually want his ward, to be honest. I'm going to decline that because we want to fight him more. And we will get to that. But for now, economic gains are what we need. So in places like this city, we would like to put in a forestry here would be pretty decent. This is actually coastal, so a trade port here would be good as well. So we definitely want to do things like that. 100%. So we're going to get the county control here up in the next couple of months, and that'll be great. Our logging camps have been constructed here. So we need to get trade ports going. That's 130 gold each. That's pretty significant. But we're making 7.5 gold per month now. So our gold gains are definitely growing, and that is fantastic. So we're going to move our control growth down to Colum very soon. I think now is... I'm going to wait for this month tick, but I think now is fine. Passive control growth will get this maxed out by the time Colum is done. So we'll get that going. Colum will start boosting up its control level much faster now. So that looks good, and we've just about got enough at this point to build a trade port level 1 here. Ooh, what's our spouse doing here? Investments in the Maldives. 75% chance of 5% holding tax and development growth. Done. That sounds good to me. This is a peasant uprising out over here. I don't care about it. We might be able to defeat it, but it'd be tough. They have a big numerical advantage. But that would definitely be interesting. But I really, really want to get this trade port built. Wait, that was only 112 gold. I'll take it. That's excellent. So we're going to get that going. And this down over here, of course, he's offering us the ward again. No, I don't want the ward. Get out of here. So we just want to make as much money as we can. This is in Aranad. So this is up over here. Bandits running rampant for the next, 5 years. That's not ideal, but I guess it'll do. So in Colum, we're going to have our control working its way up. That'll be absolutely fine, and we need to start working on getting control of all of this, right? That's going to be a big deal. Usurping his title would be neat, but I don't really care about the prestige for now. Money is far more important at this moment. We gotta get our finances running. Ooh, 35 gold and 13 terror here. Or we could take 100 stewardship lifestyle experience, which would get us really close to at any cost. As it is, we're 5 months away. If this gets us an extra use of sell titles, this is worth it. So I'm going to do that. We are now 3 days away from this perk, in theory. Okay, we're now known as the Ill-Tempered. That cost us a bunch of prestige. That's fine. So at this point, we're going to grab at any cost. That boosts our domain taxes by 20%, which that didn't used to be the case, I don't think. I think that used to only give us the sell titles decision. Now, sell trivial titles does cost prestige. That's okay. We are not actually interested at this moment in title usurpation. That may become a thing later, but remember, we can always turn money into prestige with tournaments. And that's going to be the goal. So I'm going to sell these trivial titles here in 2 months when we can do that. We're now gaining almost 10 gold per month, and we'll see how much we get out of this. This is likely to be significant. This is going to be a big bootstrap for us. Ooh, we're still missing a little bit here. Yikes. Okay, our prestige growth is very slow. 160 gold? Okay, that's not too much, but let's see what the unpredictable result is. But we also need to come down here, and we absolutely want to get this trade port being built. Down over in Mahal here, interestingly, this is Sinhala culture, this is Tamil culture. Apparently Sinhala culture is lacking one of the building slots. That's understood. So for now, I'm going to keep the hide tents here. We could upgrade our bastions and curtain walls to gain an additional 0.15 gold per month. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We don't get too much else out of this. The fort level's okay, but we don't have any heavy cavalry stationed here. So but mostly this is being done for the gold. And we may replace that building later. Okay, 150 prestige. Okay, that's fine. So we're net negative in our prestige. Not too shocking there. And at this moment, we can see that we're doing well on our control up over here. We have 100 control. And down here, we've got 61 control. So this is going to continue to grow. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to pursue our duchy title. It's going to take us a little bit because we need to get our economy built, but we're doing well on that front. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.